If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Man, oh man, I guess I have to post a shooting tutorial because it seems like everybody in the 2K community is going through a pandemic right now. As you guys see here, base minimum, I'm getting around 25,000 to around 40,000 shooting points a game, and that equates to about 2 to 3 badges per my career game that I play. So I'm here in today's video to show you guys a quick tutorial on how to get at least 2 badges a game playing my career, and then, get on with your life, because no one likes my career. Let's be real, it is trash, but that is the easiest way we're going to be able to get our badges. So let me just tell you guys what the essentials you guys are going to need before we start this tutorial. Oh yeah, and before I get into that, leave a like for the face cam, bro. Everyone loves Quavo. Let's get 300 likes in today's video just to crush that like goal. But regardless, I'm not even going to bring that up. Let's just hop into the essentials of what you guys are going to need in order to ensure that this tutorial goes very smooth and you guys get your badges and you get out. Simple as that. So the first thing we're going to want to do is hop into settings. If you guys aren't on pro and have your quarter length to 12 minutes, what are you doing? That should be the first thing you guys should have did to even start this video. So once we do that, the most basic thing, once we get that sorted out, the next thing we're going to do, okay, put your shot meter on. For the love of God, just turn it on. No one has their badges yet, so hey, just trust me, not even an ego check. We all gotta have our shot meters on right now. Unless you're shooting like that, then there's no reason you should need your, you shouldn't even be here if you can shoot that well. But regardless, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go and see Wendy at the buy boost, because listen, I have a 91.3 and I still struggle. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna hold X on this, and then we're gonna max out. Okay, we're gonna buy all the boosts, because listen, in this game, if you don't have your boost, you're lacking. Okay, that's the only thing I gotta say. So once we do that, the last check is the badges, man. What are y'all badges looking like? Listen, the only thing you guys need to start out this tutorial, and even you guys can do it without it, but it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. You guys at least need your range extender and your hot zone hunter to the highest you guys could possibly do it. If you guys are just starting out, I recommend going for range first, and then getting it to at least gold, and then starting to work on your hot zone hunter. Ignore my badges. I've legitimately played like 8 my career games and I already have 10 shooting badges. That doesn't say anything. Obviously I've had to test the method in order to find out what actually works, but I'm averaging around 2 badges per game since I've actually found out the method. I think that's pretty good. It's well worthy for you guys to see it, just to show you guys how easy this really is to do, because it is not like last year. I just want you guys to know that, alright? There is no cap on how you guys shoot, so just know that. We're going to take advantage of that in full effect. So after we get our badges set up, after, we're looking fresh, we're going to hop straight into the my career, alright? Okay, so now look at this blasphemy. Before I hop into this, I had scored 93 points thinking this was the best method in order to get shooting badges, and you guys seen I dropped 93 points and only got 21,000 to shooting. And that's when I realized, I was like, listen, I gotta go back in the lab and actually figure out how to do this, because 21,000 for 94 points is not the wave. So let me just let you guys know, alright? So in this game, before we even hop into the tutorial, you guys need to know this. Shooting threes is not the wave in order to get the most points possible. Now don't get me wrong, it does help, and I'm going to show you guys the best way in order to shoot the 3-pointer in order to ensure you guys can get a decent amount of points. But what I will say, 3-pointers is not going to get you the most bang for your buck in order to get the shooting badges. What we're going to live and die off of is the mid-range fadeaway. That gives you the most points, and there is no cap like there is last year. You could shoot 50 mid-range fadeaways, and if they go in, you get more points. Last year, it was like if you shoot 13 threes, it caps out. Then you had to switch to the mid-range and so on and so forth. But in this year, you guys do not have to worry about shooting threes. But again, I am going to show you how to do it because it still does help, just in case you guys cannot hit mid-range shots. So let me just start off by showing you guys how to do that, and then we'll hop into the actual best method to do it. Okay, so here is the best way in order to get open to be able to shoot threes against the computer. We're going to pump fake, and then we're going to pivot towards the opponent, and you're gonna see right there, you seen how the opponent backed up. That is what's gonna happen 99% of the time. Let me just go back and show you that again. The way the CPU bites on this is instant every single time, and you guys are gonna have the space in order to pull in their mouth, pause. You guys get my point though. And again, this method works for literally like 99% of the time. Sooner or later, they will start to double team you though. I am going to say that just because, like I said, in this gameplay, I dropped 93 points. But this is not the most efficient way to do it, but it does work so often that if you cannot shoot mid-ranges, again, at any opportunity you guys do get the chance to shoot the mid-range fadeaway and you're confident that you can make it, do that because you're going to get more points. Okay, so now this is where we get our bang for our buck and the most points possible. If you guys can do this every single possession, then that's what you want to do to get literally like 40k points a game. That's all you're going to want to do. No matter what, whenever you get the ball, if you have the chance, we're just going to run, catch, go, baseline, and fade. Here is the perfect clip that I want to show you guys. This is what you guys should be doing every single time if given the opportunity. Literally run baseline, fade, and it will be green every single time. Just trust me, in this game, mid-range fadeaways are overpowered, and also, like I said, the most beneficial way to get the most shooting points. If you guys even drop about 60 points taking straight mid-range fadeaways, you guys will on average score about 30,000 points towards your shooting, and that alone will get you over 2 badges a game. And in all honesty, guys, look how easy it is for me just to run down the court, go baseline, and no one guards me. And it is easy as timing it, and it'll go in every single time. That time it was white, don't get me wrong, but I think I ended up shooting like 38 for 43 in this gameplay. Like, it is that easy. If you guys see more examples of me just taking mid-range fadeaways, I want to also add this to say to y'all. If you're going to do anything while doing this method, I would recommend playing the more crappy teams in the NBA. Like, I'm playing the OKC Thunder, and don't get me wrong, they're still a playoff team, but me playing against Chris Paul was pretty annoying to try to get this gameplay, because honestly, like, Chris Paul is still a good defender, and it's honestly a hassle to try to fade away over him. But if you guys play against, like I said, the primarily more crappy teams, you'll have a lot more luck in hitting a lot more of these shots, and you're not going to have to worry about playing against the top tier defenders. Just don't go against the tryhards of the league. Easy as that. Play against the crappier teams in the league and you have much more success. Way more than I did, and I still dropped 92 points on Chris Paul's head. Sorry, Chris Paul, you're old, dude. Unfortunate. But nah, on a real note though, everything that I've explained in today's video though, really that easy to get that much amount of points. They made it so easy in this game for some reason. Just a little recap. Focus on the mid-range fadeaways, and if you cannot hit them for some reason, you guys have the 3-point method. If you guys strictly shoot 3-pointers, for example, you guys are going to get around 20,000 a game, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. If you use the method that I gave you, you're going to get around 20 to 25k a game doing that. But if you stick to mid-range fadeaways, you drop about 80 points. You're going to be looking at least 40k points a game, which in all honesty, that is amazing. That is, I think, around 4 badges, so you guys are looking real pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you guys aren't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Like, seriously, no. I'm going to wait like 2 seconds. What are y'all doing? Subscribe already. I've gave you guys enough tips to at least want you guys to come back. And if you don't, just let me know down in the comment section below why. But yeah, it's been your boy JJ2K. In all seriousness, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. But regardless, man, I am out. Peace.